Welcome students to lecture 4 of gravitation. So in this session we are going to do some numericals based on law of gravitation and variation of acceleration due to gravity. So before going to start the numericals, let us complete a concept, that is relation between mass and weight, and what are the differences between mass and weight. So we know that what is mass? So mass is nothing but the quantity of matter or the amount of substance present inside a body. That means if you take an object, so this object is contains particles. So this is made of atoms and molecules. So the quantity of matter present inside a body is known to be mass. The amount of or quantity of matter present inside a body. So the mass of an object is never changes from place to place. Never changes. So wherever the object it may be, even though the planet changes, even though the location changes, wherever the object it may be, the mass of an object will never changes. In the same way, mass is a fundamental physical quantity. It is a fundamental physical quantity. It means what? It do not depends on any other physical quantity. In the same way, mass is a scalar quantity. So what is mean by scalar? It has only magnitude but not direction. Only magnitude but not direction. So mass is a scalar quantity. In the same way, the SI unit of mass is kilogram and the CGS unit of mass is gram. In the same way, we measure the mass with the help of a device called physical balance. So physical balance is a device, or we can also measure the mass of an object with a common balance or with a beam balance. Okay, so in our daily life we are measuring the mass of an object with help of the beam balance, or like this. You can observe this kind of device in grocery shops. So they are using to measure the mass of an object. So this is about mass. So mass is nothing but what? The quantity of matter present inside a body. It never changes from place to place. So now, will mass and weight is same or different? So mass and weight is not same. They are different terms. So what is mean by weight? Let us see an object is on the surface of the planet. So mass of the object is small m, mass of the planet is capital M. Sir, what is mean by weight? So we know that if the object is under the influence of gravity, definitely there is a gravitational force acting on the body. So towards the center of the planet. So the gravitational force or the force of gravity acting on the body is known to be weight. The force of gravity acting on an object is called weight, or it is the force with which the gravity pulls the body. So here the weight of an object is depends on mass of the object and as well as the acceleration due to gravity on the planet. So we can write the weight of an object as it is the product between mass and acceleration due to gravity. So simply it is nothing but force only. What kind of force? Gravitational force. What is the general formula for the force according to Newton's second law? According to Newton's second law, force is equals to mass into acceleration. So here mass of the object is m, and with which acceleration the body is pulling it, with acceleration due to gravity. So that's why the force of gravity is acting on an object is known to be weight of an object. Okay, so weight is nothing but what? Simply it is gravitational force, so we can write it as mg. So that means if the mass of an object changes, weight of an object is also changes at a particular place. So at a given place, weight is directly proportional to mass. So for suppose the two objects are given, one is 1 kg, another one is 2 kg. They are placed in the same location. So when the same location is given, which is constant, acceleration due to gravity at the particular place is constant. So we can say that m2 greater than m1. Therefore, we can confirm that the weight of the object 2 is greater than weight of the object 1. So you write it as an example. Right. Next, it is also depends on if object is same or mass of an object is constant. Now we are changing the place. So when you are changing the location, so what will happen? Already we know that as the location changes, the acceleration due to gravity will also changes. So for suppose a person is measuring the weight of an object initially at equator. Okay, na? So at equator, he got the weight of an object is W. Now he moved towards the poles. Now he measured weight at poles. Now will the weight of an object will be remain same? No, even though the object is same, but what happens, the weight of an object is also going to be changed. Why? Because acceleration due to gravity influences the weight of an object. So g at poles is greater than g at equator. So we know that already in last lecture we discussed. So g is maximum at poles and g is minimum at equator. Therefore weight of an object is greater at poles than equator. This is on the surface of the planet. Sir, for suppose if you are changing the object, so before going to discuss the problems, let us complete the theory related to this. Right. So now we are measuring the weight of an object on earth. Now we are shifting the object onto the surface of moon. So weight of an object on surface of moon W1 is equals to mg, we can write. Acceleration due to gravity on earth, and this is weight of an object on earth. Okay, now I am shifting this object onto the surface of the moon. When I am shifting the object onto the surface of the moon, we know that acceleration due to gravity on surface of the moon is 6 times less than the acceleration due to gravity on surface of earth. So that's why acceleration due to gravity on moon becomes GE by 6 times. We can write here GM Therefore, what is the value of gm? Gm is nothing but 1 by 6 times of the acceleration due to gravity on earth. So mge by 6. So we can, in the place of mg, we can substitute weight of the object on earth by 6. Therefore, weight of an object is decreases by 6 times on the surface of the moon. Okay na? Weight of an object decreases by 6 times on surface of moon. Right. Sir, what happens to the mass? So we know that mass never changes. So wherever the location it may be or whatever the conditions it may be, the mass of an object never changes. So mass is remains same. So generally we are going to confuse what happens to the mass when you are shifting the body from the surface of earth to surface of the moon. So when you are shifting the object from surface of the earth to surface of the moon or surface of the earth to any other planet, the mass will remains same. So mass of an object never changes, but what happens, only weight of an object is going to be decreased by 6 times. Sir, then how to find out the weight of an object? Then what will be the unit of the weight? So weight we are writing, so mass into acceleration due to gravity. So what is the unit of the mass? Kg. And what is the unit of the acceleration due to gravity? Meter per second square. Simply the weight is nothing but force. What kind of force? Gravitational force. What is the unit of the force? Newton. Therefore weight of the unit of weight of the force is Newton. So 1 Newton we can write 1 kg meter per second square we can write. Okay, so in terms of unit we are writing. Sir, for suppose what is the weight of the 1 kg of object? Weight of 1 kg of object. So this is SI unit. In the same way, we can also express the SI unit in terms of kilogram weight. So kilogram weight is also unit of the weight of an object. Sir, 1 kilogram weight is equals to how many newtons? Let us check it. So 1 kilogram weight, that means weight of the 1 kg of an object. That is the meaning of that. So weight of 1 kg of an object. So weight of 1 kg. So m into g we can write. So m 1 kg and g is 9.8. Therefore 9.8 Newton. Therefore 1 kg weight or 1 kilogram weight is equals to 9.8 newtons. If it is 10 kg weight, then how many newtons? 9.8 into 10 newtons, that is 98 newtons. So this is the meaning of the 1 kilogram weight. So kg weight is another unit of the weight of an object, or sometimes this can be also written as kilogram force. So kilogram force is also equals to 9.8 Newton only. Force nothing but gravitational force. Instead of they are giving in terms of weight, they are representing in terms of the force. So 1 kg weight, 1 kilogram force, both are same only. Okay na? Right. Now CGS unit. What about CGS unit? So CGS unit of the force is dyne. In the same way, you can also write it as gram weight or gram force. So this is also another unit of the weight of an object. Now, sir, weight is a scalar quantity, a vector quantity. So if it is a vector quantity, what will be the direction of the weight of an object? So weight is a vector quantity. So weight is a vector quantity. So why it is a vector quantity? Because the weight of an object is always acts towards the center of the planet or towards the center of the earth. So for suppose here we cannot say it as a vertically downward direction. Okay, now we never pronounce or we never say the direction of the gravitational force or weight of the object vertically downwards. So it is a wrong sense of giving the direction of the weight of an object. So why? So see here, for suppose now I am placing the object here. So when I am placing the object, if you are saying it is vertically downward nothing but what? This will be the direction. So this will be the direction of the weight? No. This object is pulled by the gravity of planet towards its center. Okay, na? So if you are placing the object here, so now what is the location of, what is the direction of the gravitational force? It is not downwards. It is what? It is towards the center of the planet. That is the direction of. Okay, na? So direction of weight of an object is always towards center of the planet or earth. Okay, very important. In this way only we need to express the direction of the gravitational force acting on the body. We never say the direction will be vertically downwards. Vertically downward means it is the incomplete information regarding with the direction. Okay, now so it is a vector quantity. Sir, then how can we measure the weight of an object? To measure the weight of an object, we are using spring balance. So spring balance, nowadays we are using weighing machines. Okay, these are the devices which are used for measuring the weight of an object. Okay, so spring balance, the structure of the spring balance will be like this. So there is a spring inside the device. As the spring is elongating, we are going to get the reading. Some scale will be on the sides of the balance. So here is attachment. With this help of arrangement, we are attaching the object to the free end. So whatever it is, the spring is elongating. With the help of the elongation of the spring, we are going to get the reading in the spring balance. Okay, so this is about the mass and weight of an object. So if you want to write down the differences, you can write the differences as mass one side and weight as another side. Right, now let us discuss some numericals and conceptual questions based on these concepts. Right. So Newton's law of gravitation is applicable to objects in the solar system, planets and stars only, objects on earth only, all bodies in the universe. So it is applicable for all bodies in the universe. Next, the weight of the body at the center of the earth. So we discussed, so weight of the body at center of the earth is equals to 0. So right, why weight at the depth? Because acceleration due to gravity at center equals to 0. So since we know the formula, GD is equals to G into 1 minus D by R is equals to D, therefore RD is equals to R. So after simplifying this, at center G value will be 0. So G is 0, then weight will be also 0, because weight is nothing but what? Mass into acceleration due to gravity. If acceleration due to gravity is 0, then weight of an object is also 0. Next, the value of G is minimum at poles of the earth, at the equator of the earth, on hills and in mines. So at equator of the earth, the acceleration due to gravity is minimum. Next, the mass of the body at the center of earth, 0, finite, remains unchanged, infinity. So just now we discussed whatever the location of object it may be, the mass of an object never changes, it remains unchanged. Next, the atmosphere is held to the earth by, so because of gravity only. So because of less gravity on the surface of the moon, all the gas molecules are escaping from the surface of the moon. That's why there is no atmosphere. So because of there is no atmosphere, we cannot communicate. In the beginning of this chapter only, we discussed that phenomena. Right now, let us discuss next one. See, so an object of mass 10 kg experiences a gravitational force of 10 kg weight, then find its acceleration towards the center of the earth. So mass of the object, what is mass of the object? Mass of the object is 10 kg. It experiences a gravitational force Fg, or it is nothing but W. So 10 kg weight. So 10 kg weight is not a standard unit. That means we need to write the units in SI. So what is the unit of the weight in terms of Newton? In terms of the SI, Newton only. So we can write 10 into 1 kg weight is nothing but what? 9.8 Newton. So if it is 9.8 Newton, so what we are going to get? 98 newtons. Or if you take G value as nearly 10, so you are going to get 100 newtons. Now let us substitute. Find its acceleration towards the center of earth. So Fg is equals to mg only. So Fg is what? I am substituting with the two values. So with the 98 we will do, in the same way with 100 also we will do. So 10 into G, therefore G is equal to 9.8. So 9.8 meter per second square, or simply 100 is equals to 10 into G, therefore G equals to 10 meter per second square. So with this acceleration, the object is moving towards the center of the earth. So 9.8 is closely, it is equals to 10 only. So near value we are writing as 10. Let us see next one. A man weighs 90 kg on earth. So weight of the man on earth is given as 90 kg. The weight of the man on the moon will be, the weight of the man on the moon, so see, so we can write weight of the man on the moon will be m into GE by 6. Actually the original formula will be m into GM. Okay na? So Gm is nothing but what? 6 times less than the acceleration due to gravity on earth. So this is 90. Mass of the person is 90 into GE, G by 6. So 15. So 15G. So 15G nothing but what? 15 kilogram weight. Sir, why you are writing it as a 15 kilogram weight? Because 15 into 9.8. So 15 into 9.8 Newton, nothing but what? 15 kilogram weight only. So answer is 15 kg weight. Right, next. If capital R is the radius of Earth, the height at which the weight of the object becomes 1/4 of the weight on the surface of the Earth. So it is the concept related to the variation of g with respect to the height. So we know that as the height of an object changes from the surface of the earth, the weight will also going to change. Now see, they are asking at what height the weight becomes 1/4 of the weight on the surface. So at this, what is the height we need to calculate. So weight on earth, surface of earth we are taking as W. Right. So weight depends on gravity. So whatever the change in the gravity, that will be the change in the weight. So first I am writing. So weight at height h is equals to m into gh, we can write mass into acceleration due to gravity at that particular height. Now weight on surface is equals to mg, number 2. Right now, right, we know that acceleration due to gravity with respect to the height, we can write g by 1 plus h by r whole square. Sir, we have another formula. So you told that formula, that is gh is equals to g into 1 minus 2h by r. We have two formulas. So which formula can be suitable here? So when the weight of an object becomes 4 times or 3/4 times or half of the original weight, then we need to take this expression alone, because the radius is comparable with the, sorry, the height is comparable with the radius, then only there will be a change, will be greater in the weight of an object. So this one we can take only for small heights, okay, and this one we can consider for a greater change in the height. We can take this as greater change in the weight of an object. So this one only we need to take here. So I am substituting here WH is equals to mg by 1 plus h by r whole square. So this is nothing but from equation number 2 we can write weight on surface of the earth, we can write. So W by h, weight on surface, by 1 plus h by r whole square, we can write. So the condition is given that at what height the weight will be 4 times less than the on surface. This we can write WH, we can write as 4 times less than the weight on surface of the earth. So 1 plus h by r whole square. So we can cancel WS. So then we are going to get 1 by 4 is equals to 1 by 1 plus h by r whole square. So if I am taking root on both sides, so square root on both sides, what we are going to get? 1 by 4 under root is equals to 1 by 1 plus h by r whole square. So 1 by 4 nothing but we can write 1 by 2. This we can write 1 plus h by r, because this square and root get cancelled. Now cross multiply this. So 1 plus h by r equals to 2. Therefore h by r is equals to 2 minus 1, therefore h is equals to r. That means at h is equals to r value, that means the acceleration due to gravity will becomes 1/4 of the acceleration due to gravity at height of the radius of the earth. So therefore our answer will be B. Okay, right. Let us see the next one. So find the separation between two massive particles each of mass 5 milligram if they experience a gravitational force of 6.66 dynes. So gravitational force is given 6.66 dynes and mass of the two massive particles each of mass. So m1 and m2 will be same, that is equals to 5 milligram. So 5 grams we can convert 5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 grams, because milligram is not a standard unit of CGS. So CGS I am converting the milligrams into grams, 5 into 10 to the power of minus 3, because our option will be also in millimeter. So later we can convert. Right, let us see. So m1 m2. So what is the force of attraction between them? 6.6. They are asking what is the value of D. So gravitational force F is equals to capital G m1 m2 by D square. So F value is given as 6.6. Capital G value we know that 6.6, nearly 6.6 into 10 to the power of minus 11 m1. So 5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into 5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 by D square. Okay, so D square we am taking this side, cross multiplication. So 6.6 10 to the power of minus 11. So 5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into 10 to the power of minus 3 by 6.66. So nearly we can cancel these. 6.6 6.6 get cancelled. Then what is left here? So 5 into 5 25 into 10 power of minus 6 minus 11 10 power of minus 17, that is equals to D square. So further if we are simplifying this, what we are going to get? 6.66 near value 25. So square root of 25 into 10 to the power of minus 17 is equals to D. So grams to milligram, okay. So here two decimals is there, here one decimal is there. This we can write 6.66.6 by 10. Here one more 10 will come, that is here 10 power of. So I am writing this as, this we can cancel, this is as 66,666. This is 10 power of minus 3 we can write, this is 10 power of minus 2 we can write. So this will be 66.666. So we can take this G also two decimals. After taking two decimals, this will be 6.6. That will also get cancelled. Then what will be left here? 10 power of minus 11 minus 3 minus 6 minus 16 plus 1 17. So decimal is not coming approximate. Okay, so D value will be like that. After simplifying this, 5 into this we cannot write in. Suppose if you write this is 2.5, 2.5 10 to the power of minus 16 we can write, that is equals to D under root. So this will becomes as 10 to the power of minus 8, and this will be 25, or if you write the two decimals also we are not getting. So here only some mistake. So 6.6, and this is 66.6 if you write. So 66 by 60.6, this is 10 power of minus 1 will come. This will be cancelled here. So 10 power of minus 1, 10 power of 16 will come here. 8. So milligrams, Dynes conversion is given. Okay, so nearly 5 into 10 to the power of 9 we are going to get. So 9 nothing but nanometer. So 5 nanometer. So here some decimals is not given in the proper manner. So you are going to get the answer. In the way of doing the problem is same, but options are not somewhat different. Answers are coming. So but the way is same. So you can approach the same way for finding the distance between the bodies. Okay. Thank you. Stay safe.